It's a journey, y'all. It's called the journey within. That's what my friend said to me. She said,
Genius.
there's no greater journey than the journey within.
The countdown has begun. The countdown has begun. The countdown into your golden era. Wow. Yeah, so wrapping up the previous reading, coming into this reading, putting away these cards, and Spirit's like, yo, we gotta go one more time. You know, we're still in the vibes, we're still in the zone, we're still in the 2-3 zone. I just saw 23 on the timer, you know, we're still in the game, you know. So, you know what, whatever you've been through, trials, your tribulations, you're up, you're down, you know what I mean? You're still in the game, you're still playing this game. And so first two cards pop out. I'm like, okay, Spirit, what is this message about? And okay, firstly, for me to even say you're stepping into your golden era, I mean, just look at all these cards, yo. Like, all of these cards are golden. Like, every single card here is golden. Like, just look at that. Oh gosh. And just two more cards decided to pop out, but it's fine. They clearly want to be part of this reading. They're all golden, right? And then, I mean, on the other side, come on, gang, we got that money. Looks like we're just counting a whole bunch of bands, bro. A whole bunch of bills over here. Thing is, this is like, what, $100 bills. I mean, just look at that. I mean, just like, look like a whole bunch of money, aren't you? Money fan. But anyway, yeah, so I was definitely getting that vibe, you know, stepping into the golden era with these cards, right? Okay, I'm gonna read these cards that fell down. Okay, one fell face up, which is this one here. Oh wow. And then another one fell face down, right? And there I am seeing my timer that, hey, it's almost time to go to bed, but we'll get to that. 1:49. But I'll just put them on the side for now. And yeah, the reason I was getting that this is about a countdown is because all of these cards here are actually like going down, like 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, and then we have a court card. So yeah, just getting back to it, right? The reason why, I asked Spirit, like, what is this reading about? And here we have the 5 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. So it's like, yo, whatever we've been through, like I was saying, the trials and the tribulations, whatever situations that, you know, brought us some anxiousness, grief, anxiety, worry. Yeah, it just seems like, you know, previous setbacks, you know, things that didn't just sit well with us in our heart space. It looks like we're getting that opportunity to release that, and that's what's happening here with this 4 of Swords, where, you know, well, I'm going to read them like tarot cards, even though you're seeing like playing cards, but you catch what I'm putting down? Let's just go with it, 2:49. And that was like exactly a minute later. Wow, like everything is in timing, you know what I mean? And again, like we're just saying, there's a countdown here. But this reading is about how we are letting go or releasing the things that brought us grief, worry, fear, anxiety, that were just, you know, things that ultimately we had hoped for, desired, that didn't pan out or plan or go according to plan, right? But I think this is also a indication from Spirit, which is maybe what we're gonna see in this reading, is that how this was actually the divine plan. This was the divine order. This was the divine orchestration of how things needed to play out and pan out. So if you are very much keen on hearing what is gonna happen, then stick along with me for this journey. Yeah, let's go in for the ride. As always, I'm your host, G3E. Welcome to another episode of the Daily Spread. What do you do, gang? You know, I put up a gang sign for you because we're in this together. But the greatest gang sign I can pull is the love sign, because it's always love, straight from above, below, balance. You know, we do alchemy over here. We're working, you know, we're going on the journey within. So let's discover, let's uncover, let's tippy tap right in, yeah? Let's go straight in. So, yeah, so Spirit, you know what? I'm very excited to hear what you've got to tell us. Thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, ascended masters, you know, the whole team, the whole tribe, the whole, you know, the forces, the light council, ultimately, you know. But we acknowledge the dark as well, because, I mean, it's our integration, it's our learning, it's our discerning, and it's our earning. So everything is leading to our expansion. And I guess that's what we're also acknowledging here, is that, you know, we've been through some things that didn't necessarily sit well with us. So how can we now, in our rest, in our contemplation, ultimately like start to pick out the lessons, start to pick out the things in those experiences that were actually adding to our manifestation, to our growth, to our elevation, you know. So I've got 5 more cards that I pulled out from this golden era that we're currently in, and I've got 5 tarot cards to further support that, right? Wow, I keep moving these cards here with my elbows. Okay, Spirit. Okay, cool. Let's cook. Let's see this card that's like face down together. What is it? 2. Wow, so it's 2 of Swords. Okay, that's what it would be. Then of course the card that I had face up was the 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. I've already also got here in the background, which I'll show you now. I've got a 10 of Cups. Wow. So yo, very fitting, right, for the 10 of Pentacles, because it's like it's going back to the earth. This energy is being grounded. So this is also kind of coming through as almost like a love reading as well, you know. So I don't know if, you know, you've been going through trials and tribulations with love. Of course, I'm taking all these hearts as like cups, but I mean, with me seeing all these hearts here on the table, it's like, come on now. And there I am saying that love is like the vibration that's like the greatest sign that I can like share and give with you. And I just saw 6, 7, which again, 6 to 7 is 1. So it's like there's something about coming back to 1. Oh, it's the countdown. And you know what? Just as a tippy tap in, we've got an ace coming. So we've got a 1 definitely coming. We've got a 1 definitely coming. It looks like everything is like all comes back to 1, or it all starts at 1. Who's that? Oh, man, yo, my R&B heads are gonna get at me. Yo, I can see this guy's face. Oh man, shit. Okay, let's check. Yo, thank goodness we've got the internet. Okay, there's the confirmation. What all comes back at 1, or what all starts at 1? Yo, come on now. All comes back. Brian McKnight. Yo, there we go, Brian McKnight. Oh, I mean, I should have just looked down. We've got 2 knights here on the table as well. Whew. Brian McKnight back at 1, because we're going back to 1. We're going back to this union, right? And it's so interesting that like we have this like twin flame journey that people speak about in the spiritual community, you know, divine feminine, masculine, and it is this of course, like, this is not me explaining everything about twin flames, but ultimately it's like you in another person, right? And you being expressed in another person, and you guys coming back together. It's like 2 halves coming to the whole, so you're coming back to 1. But anyway, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, right? And this is the one that we saw first, and this is one that came up afterwards, or the one that was hidden in the reverse. Well, not in the reverse, but covered, or which we uncovered. Wow. Whoa, there's clearly something about this card. But anyway, it's like this greatest abundance, this beautiful structure, empire, kingdom, home as well. It is to be experienced. You know, it is here. It's definitely, as you saw, it's falling down. It's came down, like from the spiritual, physical realm, from your thoughts into your reality, from the spiritual into the physical. I was about to say from the physical into the spiritual. So it's like this thing like has been circulating, you know. I'm thinking that now for me to even like think about it from the physical into the spiritual, it's like maybe in previous engagements, previous relationships, and if you resonate with, you know, reincarnation and having lived multiple lives, maybe in a previous life it was a desire to do that, and it was then put into the spiritual. That physical person put it into the spiritual, and now in this lifetime, what was left there as a, you know, a goal or an inheritance to now be claimed in this life. So there's this cyclic effect that's going on. I'm even looking at my phone how there's that button that you can press to like switch the cameras around, and it also kind of looks like a cycle as well. So it doesn't it actually does. I mean, there's an arrow going that way, there's an arrow going this way. So there's this wheel turning energy, which is very much reciprocal. And come on now, we're getting to this card, but look at it already coming through, right? And it looks like there was a lot of deliberation that went into this. I think for it to be uncovered was that means of saying that what you truly desired, your happily ever after, or this great structure foundation that you have within yourself, within your home, within your business, it was kind of held back or unseen because of all the trials and tribulations that you needed to go through, different pathways, different ways of doing, being seen. As I'm even speaking to you now, I realized that I had like my tummy clenched for a little bit. So it's like, there were different things that were keeping you a bit tense, I would say, because now I just realized like, it's like, come back to yourself. Do you feel what you're feeling? And when I realized that, I was like, oh, my tummy's a bit tight. Granted, I'm talking, so it's like, as you're talking, you know how you're like breathing out essentially. So it's like I'm holding the breath in my diaphragm and breathing. And I'm like, oh, okay, but I actually am keeping my tummy tight. So tummy tight or tummy tuck. I don't know if somebody's like going through something with their tummy, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe just give yourself a rub, something like that. But it's just coming through like this greatest abundance, this great experience, this generational wealth, legacy. It just comes to like a beautiful, abundant era that is here in your life right now. It's present, of course. It's being earthed, it's being grounded, and there was something that was like keeping it in the background. But here you are now, being able to now finally decide, make your choice. One of my favorite quotes is, the fall of man is indecisiveness. So it's ultimately your choice as to how you see this thing. And, for it to have been hidden and then being revealed, it's like you might just be surprised by how it appears or how the choice comes to you as to how you're going to do this. And, in the previous reading, we had your hard work was paying off. And again, now, instead of it being in the foreground, now it's in the background, right? So again, your hard work, to even get to the 10 of Pentacles, that's the last card in that suit. So you went from like the Ace of Pentacles all the way to the 10. So it's like your hard work is paying off. You having worked through those times of grief, of anguish, of pain, and you having done the rest to release them, to renew, to restore, is what's actually coming through over here. More cards in the background as to why this is happening and the changes coming through. Okay, I'm seeing again, we've got the Two of Pentacles there. A lot of twos, a lot of balance. And I even pulled out these cards in sets of two. So again, relating to the previous reading, but not necessarily needed. But if you do want to see it, let me just pull that out over there. There we go, right? Two of Pentacles. But yes, what we have here is the 10 of Cups, and we just had the 10 of Pentacles. So wow, there we go with another 2. Oh my goodness, the 2s are coming through in this reading. So just look at that. How crazy is that? 10 of Pentacles pops out, 10 of Cups is here. So this is not only, internal like culmination, but looks like an external culmination as well, or amalgamation, things coming together, but also like peaking. The boy be saying ultimate all the time. Oh my gosh, you know what? I'm gonna do something really nice with the ultimate. Maybe like make some merch for us, and just like have the word ultimate, and then we're gonna know, tribe, like, yo, we in the ultimate era, we in the golden era. It's the countdown to this golden era. But it's like, yo, on earth you are abundant, and even in emotions, even in feelings, even in experience, you're abundant. And I like to look at this as that happy ever after, but it is just what I described. It's like a culmination of all these efforts, all these experiences, all these love, all these feelings, all these emotions. Now they all come together to this great expanse. It's like feeling little bits of happiness, little bits of joy, then it like all comes together and becomes love, this highest vibration type of a thing. So, with me even looking at this card, not this card, but this cup, cup. Wow, this cup right on top of all the other cups, it's like everything had to like fall into order, and it was rising, right? It's this ascension, is this amalgamation, and then this one is like almost the one that like comes on top and like seals the deal or like cements the whole thing. And look at that, it's like this Ten of Pentacles comes through and like grounds this whole thing. It's like it's cementing it. So it's like it's secured now, you know. So this is, oh, my right ear is ringing like so it's like, you know what, you are now on a new frequency, right? So you're on a new frequency, and my right ear's been going off like most of today, actually, in the previous reading, very much so. But you know what, you have now found this energy, 15-5, so 155. And it's like you are now at a place where you know, not only are things ordered or structured, but you know, you can actually enjoy them. It's like it's coming in waves or coming in layers, you know. It's like 3 at a time. So it was like 2, 2, 2, 2, which is what I was getting. But it's like what you don't see is that's what it's going to evolve into, where now from 2s to 3s. And oh, come on, we started at the number 23. I was saying we're in the 2-3 zone. Come on now, come on now, come on now. You know, with even me, like, you know, putting my hand on my face, it's like, you know, you're gonna hit your face. I'm like, am I in a dream? Is this real? Can I really be abundant? Think about abundance and live it too? Can I have really what I've always desired? And it's like, yes, because your hard work is paying off, gang. Your hard work is paying off. Your hard work is paying off. And just behind that, we have, look at the bigger picture. And behind that, we also have communication is key. So that's Gemini energy. We also have Sagittarius energy. So, you know, I'm thinking with Sagittarius, with that like bow and arrow, it's like Cupid is about to take his shot. So again, definitely coming through with the love out of this. And then last card we have here is the North Node, which is step out of your comfort zone. Oh my goodness, you know, we could just keep going. But behind that, we had Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. So again, with me just thinking about that step out of your comfort zone, I'm getting something about, which is what I mentioned here with the 2 of Pentacles, not 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, where it might just be something that's unexpected that you don't necessarily see coming. So I guess we'll see how that pans out, yeah? But anyways, let's dive right in before I get to all these other cards. First ones that we have here is 3 of Hearts, or 3 of Cups, and then we have 5, 6, 7 of Swords. You know, interestingly, it's like here's this opportunity to come together. All right. Oh, yeah, I was talking about the 3s, you know, over here, the 2s coming into the 3s. Here we are with the 3s already, and 3 plus 7 makes 10. Okay, Spirit, I see what you're doing. All right, let's keep it up like this. So it's like, yo, you having opened yourself up to sharing, to community, to opening yourself up to just sharing energy, having an exchange, right? Being in this new community. I think it's like the moment you realize that like you are not the only one going through what it is that you're going through. It's almost like you meet someone and you guys, like, for example, a twin flame, where you guys have been gone through the shared experience. So it's like you now sharing each other's experiences, you sharing your trials and your tribulations, and you realize like, oh snap, we've actually been through the same things. We've overcome the same things. We're experiencing similar things, if not the same, but in different ways. And it's like those experiences are now allowing what you guys are now going to put together as, you know, your foundation. And because again, we're coming back to one, you guys are coming back to yourselves. Oh, I'm just getting all these shivers right now. And that's what comes through and cements this whole thing. It's like it needed 2 people of the same ilk, of the same caliber, to come together and share these experiences, you know, like weapons formed against you that perhaps attempted to prosper, that didn't prosper. It's like both of you went through like, you know, ego unaliving, shadow work. You were also like attacked, maybe even physically, spiritually, and I'm even getting some kind of abuse. Sorry if that's a trigger to anybody, but it's like you guys went through certain things, you know, that kind of brought you to a place where you're now able to share them with each other, but not in a means of it like having like hurt you or destroyed you. This comes to us like you've overcome it. And now because this is the first card and this is the card that came afterwards, it's like as you share, you realize that you've overcome a lot of these things and you've actually put them behind you. With me even seeing all of these swords, like, you know, being like put into this X shape, it's been crossed out, it's been X'd. So it's like it's something that's behind you now, but you're getting to share these experiences, past experiences as well, that you've evolved from, that you've grown from. And now what does that do? It leads to now this expression, this sharing that, you know, now you can even celebrate that you've overcome that ultimately, you know. Wow, that's really cool. There's something else that wants to come through with this. Mm. Okay, Spirit. Oh, wow. Wow. There it is. There it is. There it is. The Ace of Cups. And further along in the reading, we have the Ace of Cups, or it all comes back at one. It all comes back to one. Wow, this is like just a beautiful confirmation of this exchange, right? It's like an outpouring, guys. This is like a new opportunity to express yourself. This is just telling me how like the divine is involved. This is telling me about how much abundance, how much overflow is gonna come from this. And there I was saying that like the Ace of Cups is what's going to seal it, and here it is. Here's the Ace of Cups coming through. This is just doubling down on what I just mentioned earlier, that this is a new experience, this is a new love, this is a new emotion. Yeah, you know what, I think this reading is very specific. I know I read for like a very large collective, but it feels like we're narrowing in on a specific group right now. Is it raining? It's raining, man. But either way, hallelujah. It's like the blessings are coming in, right? The blessings are coming in, and this is it. This is a blessing. You finally get to be in a community, in a group, or in an engagement where you can acknowledge what you've been through, but then also realize that all of those things were a blessing. Wow, 2131. Again, the one. Wow, that is so beautiful, man. That is so beautiful. And like this cup, it looks like a castle. Right, look at that. This cup looks like a castle. So it's like you guys have used these experiences to set the foundation for your overflow, for your abundance. And with this being in the background, and with me also seeing this one over here as well, it's like, yo, these are the background cards actually. Because I was like, Spirit, what am I not seeing here? And then Spirit's like, no, just look at the back. And at the back of it, look at that. There I was just saying that the Ace of Cups comes through to seal it, and just behind it, it is the Ace of Cups. So what was once sideways is now going to be upright, because like I was saying, it was building up, and it was building up the structure. It's like you had to go through all these different things so you could learn how to love, how you could step into this golden era. Because look at this structure, right? These golden cups. Come on now. And they all feel like there's this red on top, right, with the love, and like the love is like trickling down, and now it's like, you know, this cup is like adorned with all of these little, you know, things on it. Like, what's actually going on this cup? It's like got these entrances. It kind of looks like it's got these drapes, got these flowers, all these patterns and stuff. So it's like, you know, you guys are like two different people, or like different experiences. Like, I mean, just look at the patterns all around it. It's like a bunch of different experiences again, and different emotions as well. That's what's coming through over here. But it all comes to this one beautiful cup. I mean, this one big cup is like, it's huge. It fills up the whole card compared to this, what's happening on this card over here. I'm getting a notification that my battery is like almost dead. So it looks like it comes right at the right time, where, you know, 23, where you were almost dead, where you were like, you know, put into a position where things weren't working out. Because again, the weapons that were formed against you, right? This trickery, this deception, all this concern. But moving on to our next two cards, we have the Three of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So it's like your greatest desires, your higher self is coming in very quickly, and it looks like it's rushing in, right? I'm getting the sense that, like, you know, your greatest desires, you and this person, or you and this group of people, it looks like it's coming in very quickly. Of course, with me looking at this Knight of Swords, and it's again, it just feels like a lot of momentum, a lot of movement as well. This is like the quickest night, if I think of all the nights. This is the one that moves the fastest. So it's like what you've been desiring, what you've been manifesting, what you had put into the spiritual is now coming into the physical like very fast. Your ships are coming in. This is like a realization of everything that you had set out to do, which should have been in the previous card, which would have been like Two of Wands. From the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands, it's like having a plan or looking at your blueprint, and then now, calling it in, it coming in, you pulling it in. It's like even you attracted this thing, with me thinking about it that way. Also me thinking about it being attraction and pulling it in, it's like there's some kind of magnetism. I'm getting something about like how you have actually changed your frequency. You got into a state of coherence where you are now able to draw this energy in, where you are now able to pull in your divine partner, because you were able to change your frequency and like now start focusing on yourself, your growth, your elevation. This higher version of yourself, the things that you've always wanted are now coming in. You tap into your higher self, your greatest embodiment, your greatest frequency. And now here I'm hearing the rain even more. So it's all coming in, it's all coming down. And that card, which was this 10 of Pentacles, right, it fell down as well. So it's like it's starting to rain, and I was saying it's raining men, but it's like raining blessings, it's raining options, it's raining opportunities, raining blessings. And rain as well, like leadership, thinking king and queen as well. And right here at the back we have a queen, so we're gonna get to that. But definitely feels like that's what's coming in, and it's coming in very quickly. All right, next card we have here is Two of Cups, and following to explain that is the Nine of Pentacles, right? So interesting. It's like it looks like actually you were looking for someone who just matches your energy, with the Two of Cups, me thinking about, reciprocation. It's like you had always wanted someone who could match your energy, match your vibe, match your interests, match your passions in a sense. And it's like, with me thinking about the Nine of Pentacles being something about like personal achievements, you having like enjoyed the fruits of your labor or living in luxury and things like that. But it's like now the things that you once thought that you could enjoy by yourself, you now get to enjoy and experience with another. Interesting. I'm seeing this what's this animal? This elephant behind me reflected in the window. And it's like this person is reflecting you. So what you come with, they come with the same thing. And it's like it's this expansion. And it's like you guys are building upon that. So you now both get to reap the fruits of your labor. You both get to, be in tandem. I'm even looking at how like there's 4 on that side, 4 on this side. And then in the middle here, it looks like hands are coming together. It's like your left hand, your right hand, their left hand, your right hand. It's like comes together and creates this whole thing that you come together. It's like this union, this amalgamation. So there's this Two of Cups. It's like they came with their 4, they came with their 4, and earlier on we were saying 2 and 4. So it's like you guys both being balanced with your masculine, your feminine. Masculine, feminine makes this one great pentacle, this one great cup, right? And these could actually be cups. If you think about this as like being like Nine of Cups, it's like imagine having this top-down view of the cups, and this is like the one thing that you guys share with each other. So it's like you're both coming in with like equal energy, which is what this is over here. And now with this coming together, this amalgamation, right, which is what we're speaking to, now you get to share it with each other. And it's like you get to also appreciate some sense of like individuality, both of you. And then like there's things that you share, but then there's still a respect to the individual. There's a me, there's a you, and there's an us. That's what's definitely coming through over here. Wow, beautiful. I like that a lot. Because you know what, when I think about why I like that a lot is because I think like a lot of people like over glorify relationships sometimes, and you could even get like lost in the relationship and even forget who you are. So it looks like this person or this union still acknowledges the individual or the personality, even though there's the duality, there's an acknowledgement of I like you for who you are, and I'm not gonna change who you are for the sake of like, getting my way type of a thing. I think that's very dope, and it's very important. With me even seeing it as being like the card in the middle, because I've got 5 cards over here, it looks like, it's the energy that's actually very much being focused on. Because have you like, you know, gotten to a point where you felt like, you know what, I've tried too many relationships, I've tried too many partnerships, so many unions, that maybe this doesn't actually work for me, this doesn't actually fit for me. But now you get to a point where, again, it comes as a surprise that, like, wow, you actually do have a divine union, you actually do have a divine partner. Because how could you be a divine feminine or divine masculine and not have a divine counterpart? Like, you know, it's like, make it make sense. But it's like this comes in right in the nick of time, because again, we're talking about the countdown, right? So it's like, just as you're about to think like, nah, fuck this, I'm not about to like get into love. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on me. I'm just gonna do me. I'm already this old. I've already been through so much. Tried that, done that, got the t-shirt. So I'm not about to do this anymore. But it's like, actually, you were being prepared. And that's what brings us back to, you know, how this reading started, which is, you know, those trials and the tribulations, the grief, the anguish, the disappointments that you faced, which you kind of healed through, you released them, you overcame them. You know, you realized that you didn't allow them to define you, but you allowed them to, you know, form part of, you know, your experience, your perspective. You know, they took you from dark to the light. Wow. Wow, that's very interesting. Anyways, let's move on. Next card here, we've got our Ace of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So again, as you've noticed, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1. All comes back to one. Oh my goodness, I need to listen to that song. Like, that song's even giving me love song vibes, because I think he's like counting down all the reasons why he likes this significant other. And I mean, the one reason to have love is because you believe in love, you know? So that's definitely what's coming through. So the reason why you're getting this love, this new experience, this new blessing, again, please apply your discernment. Like, as much as I can feel like this is for a very specific group of people, and I don't do a lot of love readings, hence I'm just like, yo, is this like for a specific group, or is like the whole collective getting into this new era? But I also understand that, you know what, it's because of like the amount, maybe this is actually part of the shift. Oh wow, thank you for the correction, Spirit. It's like because of all this internal work that we've been doing, all this love inside, now it starts to reflect outside. Ooh, give me a second. I see this bug and I want to get it out the way. 1 second, let me pause. Goodness, like, what was that? What? I think it was 31:53. Okay. But yes, oh goodness, the bugs are gonna interrupt us. And I guess that's what we're trying to leave in the past, right? It's like, maybe as you are now focused on this new love, this new blessing, this new abundance, this new experience that you have, past feelings, past pests, you know, whether that be a person, a way of thinking, comes through and creeps up on you like out of the blue, like, do you remember me? And it's so interesting, you know, like, it was weird to me, like how whenever I was single, I never had like a lot of suitors or people coming at me. But the moment I was in a relationship, now all of a sudden, like, it's like the frequency changed and everybody knows like, G's taken. So let's go and approach him now. And I'm thinking to myself like, damn, like, why didn't you come and approach me when I was like single? You know what I mean? But it's like, I guess there's something about how your energy shifts when you're in like the frequency of love. Everybody around you can like feel it or sense it. So yeah, don't be surprised if like people like find their way through the cracks, you know, and like, it's me again. Remember me from high school, or like from however many years ago. But you know, I'm just being reminded of that saying of like, you know, you cannot heal in the place that caused the pain. So maybe there's a reason why your past is in the past. And you know, with this healing, this letting go, this releasing that we started off this reading with, I think it's a reminder to say like, if you are being called to go back to a person, a place, a situation, then can it be like God ordained? Can it be because Spirit wants you to like actually do that, and not because you just like stuck in familiarity or stuck in the comfort of what it once was or what it felt like? And I'm just not in the era or mood to like replay karma, you know. And it's like, repeating that karmic cycle once again, all over again. Like, come on, gang, come on. Like, there are certain things that, you know, you have overcome that I don't think you want to repeat all over again. And it's like, just coming back to these cards, right? For this new experience, now you realize that there's different work that you're doing, there's different thoughts, there's different collaborations that you have to do. You know, it's like you're not gonna now go and repeat the same actions or behaviors before. Like, the things that worked before is not what's gonna work now. So again, I was speaking to earlier how, you know, you might have gotten to a point where you believe like, okay, maybe I might not get love in this lifetime. Like, maybe I'm too old, or, you know, I feel like starting all over again. I'm about to learn this person's about to learn me. But then if you're about to meet someone who's just like you guys meet and it feels like you've already known them before. Like, God, angels, guardians, ancestors know who you are, and they're giving you this opportunity to like save on that lost time. So what some people might achieve in like a couple of months or years, you guys achieve it in like much shorter time. You know what I mean? Like 1 month for one couple is like 1 week for you guys, or 1 week for another couple is like 1 day for you guys. You get what I mean? So it kind of comes across as like there's a recovery of the time that you guys were apart, that because now you're meeting each other at this older time, at this older age, 35, now you get to, you know, enjoy these experiences together in this time and actually work with it. And now you are now not only getting to experience this new love, this new energy, this new vibe, this new frequency, this new like vibration, everything new, everything gold. I mean, come on now, I just showed you those cards earlier, this golden era, right? But now you get to work with this. So it's you, your partner, and then look what gets elevated. Your togetherness, your empire, your dreams, your passions, your goals, the things that you both want. It's like the two parts leading to the whole. This is exactly how it looks like. It's like, look at you guys like coming together and like it explodes. And doesn't this, oh, wow, I'm getting all these shivers. This actually does look like a heart. Wow, that's so amazing. Goodness gracious, these cards are busting right now. Goodness, let's just bring it a bit closer, because the love is big, the love is strong, the love is where we belong. Now I mean, that is so beautiful. Goodness gracious. Yo, this looks like a whole bunch of big love, you know. And it's like when two forces collide, just look at what it does. It's just boom, it creates another one. So I don't know if you and this person are gonna have a child, or you're gonna start a business together, or you and this, like, again, you know, I'm saying this is like a love reading, but again, it comes across as like a good collaborator as well. So maybe it like serves a dual purpose. Like, this person is not only here for love, but you're here to like work together. Or, you know, if you are just meant to work together, this is like the greatest business partner you could ever have. You know, if you had like multiple failed businesses before, if it's not the relationships side of things, 37, 27, again, 1. Wow. The countdown, huh? The countdown, goodness. So, interesting. You know, when I saw this pre-poll, I was like, okay, here's this countdown: 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, and then boom! Now we have court cards. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups came through in the previous reading as well, so I was like, oh, okay. So this unexpected offering, we counting down to, you know, stewardship. We counting down to the most grounded queen in the whole deck. And that's what's actually being offered to us. It's like, this experience is, of course, this being a pentacle, right? It's like, this is like the most, wow. Like, you know, okay, let me just like double back a little bit. Just when I think Queen of Pentacles, this is someone who looks after what they've been given. So think of like the mother who like cooks, cleans, makes sure she's crossed her T's, dotted her I's, you know, like a caretaker. But now, this is now not necessarily saying that this is the energy of this person, like housewife or house husband type of a thing. But it just comes across, like I was saying, stewardship. Like, you are in a position where you can actually nurture or take care of what it is that you finally have, or what is finally being offered to you. And that comes through from all of those experiences. It's like, it's a countdown to responsibility, a countdown to this accountability, where you are now the person who can receive what is being offered. It's like you are now, I'm picturing how the Queen of Pentacles looks in the spirit's like showing me this in my mind's eye, where in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, the Queen of Pentacles is like sitting on a throne and she's like holding the pentacle. So it's like when this offer comes in, now you actually have the capacity to hold it. You can actually now hold this love. You can now hold this abundance, hold this experience. And it's like actually being a vessel for one another. Because even if you look at this, it's like it comes together and then now you can hold it. It's almost like, well, I'm saying almost, but it is. It's like the love holds the abundance. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, man. Oh, wow. And I mean, even though this is a cup, I mean, look at the very top of the cup. It's like, it's also got like, a circle, which is like this pentacle. So it's like this love comes with benefits. It comes with like, it's very grounding. Like that's what's coming through as well. But yeah, it just comes with like a very strong balance of earth and water energies coming together because it's the amalgamation. Maybe that's what's actually happening with this union. It's like you come with the earth energy, they come with the water energy, or vice versa. Flip it around. It could even be like the signs that you have. They are a water sign, they are a water sign, you are an earth sign, or swapped around. And that's what's actually like, bringing things together, because there's water on the earth. I mean, we're on the whole like globe, right? 40, 42. Oh, again, 40 and 42, 2. Wow, the 2s, the 1s, like, yo, 21. But wow, man, this is so crazy. Honestly, like, I'm reading this and I'm just like, wow, like, spirit, what's going on? Like, it almost feels unbelievable. It feels like a fairy tale. It feels like like this is what it's saying, right? With these other cards that I've pulled out here. It feels like luck is on your side. That's what it feels like. It's like you haven't been lucky in a long time. I think you might have like lost faith, and it's like it's unbelievable. Like, I was like hitting the side of my face, like, what? Really? Me? At this age? At this time? Like, I thought my time was past, but you telling me that I can still have this now? What? Like, yes, universe is like, you did the work, and your hard work is paying off. And then on the other side, it's like a new start is coming. 41, 46. It's like the new start is coming, and 41, 46, that would have been what? 5, right? Yes, if I subtract 46 from 41, because it's the 5, it's the change. A change is gonna come. Been a long time coming. Oh, you know what? Why are these like old songs coming to mind right now? Yo, it feels like this is like some old love. Like, yo, maybe wow, you guys loved each other like way earlier, like previous timeline type of thing. And it's like you guys found each other again, which is why you feel like you know each other. Oh, it's been a long, long time. Like, ooh, and my ear's going off right now. Oh man, hey, let's see if I can find it. It's been a long time. Yo, who's this? It's been a long time. Is it Tom Jones? Is it? A change gonna come. Oh, it's Sam Cooke. It's Sam Cooke. Oh, there we go. I think this is the one. A change is gonna come. Yes. Ooh, look at this behind the music. It says, Sam Cooke was inspired to write A Change is Gonna Come after he and his entourage were turned away from a white-only motel in Louisiana. Him and his community. Wow. And they were turned away from something that was excluding them. Wow. Wow. And I'm just thinking about, with the vibe of cups, right? How it shows like 3 cups spilled over and then 2 cups still standing. Again, it's like that community wasn't for you, and you had to turn away and realize that there were still 2 other cups. There was still, the change was coming, but it was in the past. But now here it's brought itself to the forefront. And what did it come with? Here it is. It came with some reciprocal energy. Wow. Now my left ear is going off. And let me just read one more. Behind the music, Cook was hesitant to share the song, telling Bobby Womack, man, that's kind of how it sounds to me. That's why I'm never going to play it in public. Wow, man. So it's like it's interesting how you can like derive so many messages from things that people are saying. And what I'm getting from that is like, being so battered and bruised, wounded warrior type of an energy, then you feel like, nah, I'm never gonna love again, which is what was coming through, right? It's like you weren't gonna put yourself out there again. And the moment you just felt like, nah, I'm not about to go out there. Like in his case, it was not about to put out the song, and then boom, he put out the song and it's a hit. So this relationship, wow, I was like, it's like, this relationship is a hit. It's a new start. New start, of course, being confirmed by the aces. I mean, we have an ace here. I showed you the ace earlier. Let's just get to that. Ace again over here. And it's a countdown, because at the end of the countdown, boom, explosion. Boom, unveiling, right? Wow, let's read one more. Well, there's 2 more. Okay, let's go in, Spirit. A Change Is Gonna Come was released just 2 weeks before Cook's controversial death in a Los Angeles motel. Wow, that's kind of eerie. That just changed the vibe a little bit. So, Oh, okay, I see you, Spirit. I see you, Spirit. It feels like, this change, this introduction of this new love or this new person, this new experience, means that there are certain things that are actually going to have to be left behind. I'm actually being reminded now that I'm getting all these shivers, that in the previous reading that I did just before this one, I was speaking about releasing things, releasing the negative. And it kind of feels like, for you to rise, there are some things that need to descend. So you might just find that, like I was speaking to the bug interruption earlier, all those past timelines, all those past people that you used to be with, now you cut the cords from that. I was saying earlier about how just from my experience, when I would find myself in relationships and then people approach me telling me that they actually liked me, what I would do is call tabs on that. Like, okay, you know what? Maybe when I'm done with this person, maybe we can kick it. But it's like that, even in I'm seeing an internet browser, you've got all these open tabs, and it's like you in this tab, you surfing this tab, but you've got all these other open tabs or these open channels or options available to you. And now you releasing energy into this one channel, into this one person, this idea, this experience, means that you have to close all the others. So it looks like not long after you commit to this person, 2 weeks, again, the number 2 is coming through. Not long after that, every other person who tries to come in is did that, not only unalive that, but you did that, that, you did it, you got, what, you've had your experience, you've had your fill, but now you're about to get your experience here. And not me even saying having your fill. I'm thinking about Claire from Modern Family, and Claire has Phil. She has Phil. You get what I mean? And Phil also Phil. Now you have your person that you can get married to, build your life with, because it's your family. Last one here. Wow. Okay. Nothing's on the ceiling. I'm just seeing the smoke rising up. Bob Dylan, Blowing in the Wind. Come on, with me seeing the smoke rising up. Inspired Cook to write his own song addressing racial injustice. Wow, this love, this union is resolving all the nonsense, all the fuckery, all the bullshit that you experienced before, all the injustice that you experienced before, and brings it back into balance, brings it back into justice. Wow, man, it's justice is served. Oh, you broke my heart? Well, watch this. Now my heart is all renewed and restored. And in fact, it's my 10 of Cups. It's my 10 of Pentacles. It's the greatest love I've ever had. So looks like, you know what, you just spending that time on like really working within is now going to reflect not only externally but even reflected back to you in another. So I think that's so dope, man. That's so dope. Okay. Oh, wow. Here I am thinking I'm about to pull to show you the. Okay, let me just show you what happened. So I'm about to read like the card at the very top of the deck, and then as I lift them, like, I mean, just look what pops out at the back. The King of Pentacles, right? And we had the Queen over here. We've got a pair, guys. We've got a pair. Goodness gracious. And I just got all these shivers right now. Woo, man. Oh, man. I'm not sure if you heard that. But I just farted, right? And it's like, wow, look at this release, gang, because we released all that negative because they weren't our previous pairs. And if you never heard what I just said and I just snitched on myself, well, so be it. You know what? Why do we have to apologize for being human? Like, I burp so much on like the channel during some of my readings. So it's like now I can say, and I usually say confirmation burp. So that will be like confirmation fart. Because like either way it's like gas coming out, right? I'm gonna take that as alchemy as well, like as a bomb so below. Goodness gracious, wow. There was another one at the back, wow, and it's the ace. I see you, spirit. 754 on the microwave. We're gonna read that. We're gonna read that. But yeah. Yo, that was so funny to me. But anyway, yo. Ace of Swords. Oh, it's got an actual number in it. It's got some words in it. What is this saying? SP. Special person. Ooh. And it says the Lord of the Cards. I think this is like one of the special cards in this deck. Ooh, goodness gracious. Yo, you know what? I'm thinking like about a subliminal right now. There's like SP subliminals, special person or significant person subliminals. I think that's what's gonna like call them in much faster. So if you're ready, just Google SP subliminal and see what pops out. Like High Frequency Guru probably has something that would fit just this exactly. But again, we were counting down to one, and to think that like behind the king it was this. Wow, man, this is like cutting through like the noise, cutting through all the effery, right? And my right ear is like on fire right now, you know. So it's interesting, like I was feeling like hearing sounds, I was getting itches, now it's on fire, like, oh we. Whoa, man, this love is gonna be on fire. And you know, with me even thinking about ace being like an air card, I mean the Ace of Swords, right? It's not the Ace of Wands, which would have been like the Ace of Clubs, right? But with me even just, you know what, let's see spirits cooking like that. What's behind this? Okay, it's the Five of, what is this? Five of Swords. But anyway, it's like, I'm getting that thing of like your sword of truth, your discernment, you know, especially with it being in the background, like right at the back, right? It's like you having, and I'm thinking how it's like counting down, because it's like this is what would have been first, this would have been second, and then last one. It's like, oh wow, all those trials and tribulations, all those things that you went through, like led you ultimately to your truth, and then you became the partner that could like match up with them. Oh wow, that's crazy, gang, that's crazy. But again, this is like new wisdom, new knowledge, like, you know, new understanding. And I think it's very nice that you now not only understand yourself, but you're in a position where you can understand this partner, you know, to have this equal exchange. Ooh, okay, there we go. Confirmation burp. Excuse me. Okay, I lifted it up and I just saw this card again. So, Eight of Pentacles, you know what? Your hard work is paying off. Now my left ear is going off. So, you know, your hard work is paying off from those trials and tribulations, all those things that you faced. So look at that, you know, your energy is being recognized. And you know, at the back of this, here we have the Four of Pentacles. And again, 8, 4, subtract, or sorry, you divide them, you know, you come It's like multiply them, it's 2, divide them by 2. It's like, come on now. Whichever direction you want to go, right? But it's like, yo, with me looking at this, it's like you now have built this new structure. It's like you guys are very private. You guys are keeping things to yourselves. And it looks like, what's the thing of like having your partner but like not posting them? It's like your experiences are for yourselves kind of a thing as well. But it also kind of looks like this relationship is gonna like form in private. It's not gonna be like seen by people, and when people do see it, it's because it's like natural. It's like you're not in people's faces about what it is that you're doing or experiencing. I don't know, this kind of just feels like you're keeping it very close to your chest. I think like, you giving it an opportunity to grow and expand before you like actually bring it out into the public. So I don't know, one of those two things is happening here. And then 2, again, wow. And I was just saying 8, 4, 2, like, come on, Spirit. How much more obvious could it get? Like, we in this bitch. We in here. Listen, we in this bitch. Oh, hey, that's like DJ drama, right? Because we went through all the drama, now we in here. Now we in this relationship. We in this union. And yeah, 2 of Pentacles would be, that even exchange, you and the other, like, this tit for tat type of a thing. This is also giving me like somebody who's actually matching your energy, like I was saying here with this 2 of Cups. So again, the 2s, the 1s, definitely coming through again. But yeah, it looks like this is it, no? Okay, Spirit's saying one more, because clearly we got a gang here, we got a squad who's enjoying this. So let me go into this deck over here. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Solar light, new vision. At the back of this, we've got turquoise, spirit of the earth. New vision. Yo, I think this is the closing card, right? Yes, it is. Thank you, Spirit, for confirming. Solar light, new vision. This is telling me, okay, it looks like it was actually better on this side, so I don't move around so much. This is telling me what, or confirming what I actually mentioned earlier about like how, one, you might not see it coming, so it's a new vision, how it comes through, but also how this relationship is like a new way of being, like how you work on it before is not how you worked on previous relationships. There's something about this being, again, a new experience. I was saying new, and here it is. Even how you see, how you perceive things is going to be new and different. So I think you opening yourself up to that is what's going to help. And if you have a soda-like crystal, maybe it might be a good time to get it popping. And then turquoise, spirit of the earth. We've been talking about all these earth cards, and there I was saying like, here's this earth energy, here's this water energy. And with me just looking at this, turquoise is also blue, and here it's saying spirit of the earth. So again, with that water, I just saw all that thunder right now. I'm just taking that as a confirmation. But here's this earth, here's this water coming together. And doesn't this look like the globe? Like, it actually is. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. So it's like this spirit of the earth is rising. So it's like, again, the earth is now blessing you, because what was that first card that fell down? Right, the 10 of Pentacles. This earth is blessing you for what you've done and what you've tapped into. And there we go, my phone battery again, 5%. Like, what's that song, K Tronada? But I think it's 10%. Take my 10%. Listen, again, because of all that energy that you put into the earth, now it's coming back out just to like acknowledge you, and you get recharged, which is all the more reason why your rest is so important. So you can recoup, you can recover, do all of those nice things, right? So I think that's so dope, man. Like your hard work, you spending time on like working and building yourself. Okay, Spirit says we gotta split this. What's on this? Wow, last time I used this deck, we were on this card. Now we're on this card again. And here we are talking about sleep, right? And guess what it is? Jade, dream work. So it's time to like just sleep. Put the past stories, put the past relationships, the past partners to sleep. So, you can just do what you do. Again, I get this sense, or this feel that like, the more time that you spend like being you is the quicker that this is gonna come in. It's like it's kind of like counterintuitive in a sense. It's like the more you focus on you, the more like your life aligns. But that's actually coherence. And maybe I should actually tell you guys more about that or talk more about it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. 58. May you remain great. May you meet your fate, you know, because clearly that's what's happening over here. And hopefully, you know, you're not late, man. So when Spirit tells you to do something, go for it. Go for that thing, man. Oh, I'm getting all these itches and all these sensations right now. Goodness gracious. So yeah, if you feel an itch, if you feel that inclination, like go this way, do this thing, trust that. 59:25. And yeah, the change is gonna come. Back at one. Yo, man. Yo, this is some old school love right here. Like, wow. Or maybe it's a long standing love. Like, I don't know. There's just something like this new vision or this new experience is this old love. It's like, you know, it's like how people think about money, right? It's like old money. It's like money that's been there for a long time. And I'm getting that, like, while this love might be an old love, like because maybe you were in previous lifetimes together, but this love is like long lasting, which is bringing me back to, you know, this 10 of Pentacles and this 10 of Cups. So yeah, let it be great, man. Let it be great. Thank you. Always love. Let's focus on the highest vibration. We stay in the above. And peace and love. Oh, I just saw the thunder again. So 2 times. Double times, 2 by 2, confirmation. Peace, gang. Yeah. Oh, pieces too.